Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire episode 92, I believe. It's episode 90 something. This is the final video we are spending legendary hunting. It's going to be a quick one today. To do this, you will need a Castform on your team. That is Susan. Oh yeah, Susan Storm, I remember why. That is the only prerequisite into getting these legendary Pokemon today. Well, at least one of them. Yeah, well, you'll see why. It is more version exclusive again, which is a bit of a shame, but doesn't matter. You do what has to be. You do what needs to be done in order to get things done. Anyway, right, with the Castform on our team, if we head over this way, you'll see a huge storm cloud above Fortree City. Now, this is one where you can't save before you go in, so you have to save before you start soaring. You feel a presence behind the black clouds. It looks as though lightning could strike at any moment. Despite that, do you want to fly into the clouds? Yes, I do. And yet still a hoop comes out of the sky. That's a bit bizarre. Here we have Thundurus, level 50 with the moves Heal Block, Agility, Discharge and Crunch, and with the ability Prankster, it makes this thing like such a huge threat. Increasing the priority of any move that doesn't do damage by 1 is insanely powerful, especially considering that this thing can learn Thunder Wave. Honestly, I would run into so many of these online in black and white. Its bulk is pretty much non-existent though, but with access to Nasty Plot and Agility, both getting priority due to Prankster, Thundurus is definitely a force to watch out for. Speaking of forces, I have no idea why this thing is using Crunch. But yeah, the name of the trio we're going after today, called the Forces of Nature. I always found that really cool. Oh, there's the discharge I was waiting for. Actually, it's 2 moves. I'm going to do too much damage to us, which is great, actually. It's fantastic. So, Thundurus is exclusive to Alpha Sapphire, you may or may not know. In fact, if you are playing Omega Ruby, you will be facing Tornadus right now. It will be level 50 with the moves Extra Sensory, Agility, Air Slash, and Crunch. Again, Prankster makes Tornadus extremely deadly. But I find it's nowhere near as good as Thundurus. While their stats are identical, being a pure flying type has no advantage here, only resisting 2 types. However, learning Tailwind at level 55 is great, especially with Prankster to give your team an instant agility for 4 turns. Couple that with Rain Dance and Hurricane, Tornadus does serve some purpose. I think Thundurus is the better choice. Its move pool is better, and it has more options thanks to its electric subtype. It's probably going to wake up here as well, yep, and use Heal Block. That is fine by me. Kind of prevented from healing. Actually, that's not good. That's not good at all. So, Heal Block is obviously going to be a huge pain in the neck going forward. Other than that, Thundurus and Tornadus are only 2 of the members of the Forces of Nature. They do have an internal Trio Master, and if you want to know why it's called an internal Trio Master, is because there are 3 Pokemon in a trio, obviously, and the internal Master just means that one of the 3 Pokemon in the trio is the Trio Master. So, Timer Ball! Oh, I thought I had it there. We were getting so lucky with Timer Balls. Still fast asleep, which is fine, but you guys know the drill. It's pretty much finished now. What I've got to do is whittle it down and just keep throwing the balls until it stays in one. So hopefully this will be it. If not, I'll cut to it. Never mind, it was done. Ha 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 ha. Thundurus was caught. Very good indeed. It was added to the Pokedex. Alright, we have the Bolt Strike Pokemon, Incarnate's form, yes. As it flies around, it shoots lightning all over the place and causes forest fires. It is therefore disliked. Doesn't look very nice, does it? And yeah, of course, we'll give it a nickname. So I am calling it Raijin. It's the Kami which Thundurus is based on. Okay, and now, cloud's gone, nice and sunny. However, if we arrive back in Fortree City, bum ba da bum bum bum. Alright, and once we're down here, I am going to have to get out Tornadus. I did get a Tornadus, transfer it over to my cartridge, just like I did with the other ones where you have to have version exclusives in order to unlock the extra third. So, there he is, just chilling there. Let's pick him up, put him in instead of Castform. You don't need Castform anymore, so we'll put Castform down there. And here we have Tornadus. Now this Tornadus looks a little bit different. That's because this is its Therian form. So we have the Incarnate and the Therian form. However, I will not be going into those forms just yet. I'm going to catch this next Pokemon first and then go into the forms. However, of course we do want to save, because just like just like Tornadus and Thundurus, I've just given away Landorus there, but there you go, you guys probably knew that anyway. We need to do the exact same thing. So once again, soaring in the sky. If you have both Tornadus and Thundurus on your team, when you reach Fortree City, there will be another storm cloud. Feel a presence and a strong power behind the black clouds. Do you want to fly into the clouds? Yes. Here we have Landorus, level 50 with the moves Extra Sensory, Swords Dance, Earth Power, and Rock Slide, and I did not heal. The Trio Master, said to have punished Thundurus and Tornadus for wreaking havoc on the Unova region. Landorus is a tricky one to take down, except for its glaring quad weakness to Ice. Its stats are also higher than the other two, and it's extremely offensive. It doesn't get Prankster like the others, but Sand Force makes Landorus an even more threatening Pokemon, especially in a sandstorm, obviously. It has access to really great special and physical moves to benefit from both its types, and the attacking stats to back it up, being a mixed attacker too. That was very nice. But if you want my opinion, Swords Dance right there is just too good to pass up. You'll probably end up going physical with this thing. Luckily we outspeed it, so that's the method I'm going for. It doesn't have heal block, so I can heal back up and try and catch this thing. And like I said, these do have extra forms, Therian forms, which I will be going over afterwards and showing you how to switch forms as well, because luckily it's just a person you talk to and they permanently switch forms until you want to switch them back. So it's not technically permanent, it is temporary, but it's not like while they know a certain move or a time-based thing. It is until you switch them back, which is kind of good. I like it like that, especially since most of these Pokemon benefit from being in their Therian forms rather than being in their incarnate forms. In fact, I'd say the only Pokemon out of these ones that benefit from being in incarnate form, which is the form they're in now, would probably be Tornadus. Or maybe not. No, probably... It's a tricky one. I would say that Tornadus actually is the one that would benefit mostly from its Therian form, especially with Regenerator, its ability. I mean, we'll go into it in a minute. But Landorus and Thundurus? Thundurus is definitely fantastic in incarnate form. Prankster, you know, and Thunder Wave is just seen way too much. One shake, and it's out, never mind. However, Landorus is a bit of a difficult one. Earth Power, I believe, is a special move anyway, so its two Swords Dancers aren't going to be doing too much to me there. I'm really not looking forward to it using Rock Slide. Okay, throw another Spore on it, send it back to sleep. Obviously, being a ground type, we can't use Thunder Wave on this to paralyze it, because it resists it. Anyway, you guys know the drill by now. Throw another Timer Ball, keep going until this thing is mine. Oh, only one shake, never mind. Alright, I will catch up with you guys in a moment. 3 Swords Dance in total now. Not good if this thing uses Rock Slide. There goes the Rock Slide. Is it going to be as powerful as I thought? Not really. Probably because we resist it. Do we quad resist it? I don't know. I know we resist it. I don't know if we quad resist it. Anyway, it's going to give me a chance to heal up. But yeah, same story. Cut you guys back in when something interesting happens, I guess. Three shakes? No. Oh, and there it is. We caught Landorus. It took a while, but we caught it. Very fine, very good, very happy with that results. Okay. Abundance Pokemon, the incarnate form again, of course. From the forces of lightning and wind, oops, my phone fell on the floor. It creates energy to give nutrients to the soil and make the land abundant. Kinda cool. And I am gonna be calling this, again, Inari. Okay, so that's been transferred to box 4. Time for me to get all of these Pokemon in my party, and I will meet you guys in Morville City. Not Route 117, back it up, Latias, there we go. In not Route 117, in Morville City, so I'll be right back. So here in Morville City, I have all 3 forces of nature on me, and I believe if we go along here, you'll see this mirror. Now if we talk to this lovely lady, hi there, welcome, wait a sec, don't tell me that you were with Tornadus, oh my, that's awesome. This mirror is called Reveal Glass, and it's said to be for Tornadus. You can have it, feel free to use it, but don't tell my husband about it, okay? And she will give you the Reveal Glass. Alright, and the Reveal Glass is used just like the DNA splicers. Okay, so we can use it on Landorus here, and it will change it to Therian form. And also has a different cry, which is weird. And we can also use it on Thundurus here to change it to Therian form as well. And of course, Tornadus was already Therian form. I guess what I could do is show you Tornadus's incarnate form, or yeah, Tornadus incarnate form in the end. But however, time to go over the bios for the different forms. So starting with Thundurus, Therian form. Yes, remember how good I said Thundurus was? Well, its Therian form is even more powerful. Immunity to electric thanks to Volt Absorb. Nasty Plot is there to boost the already insane 145 special attack. Agility can bump up its speed to help outspeed opponents. Basically, Therian Thundurus has a lot of sweeping potential. It takes a little bit of risk to set it up, especially since the forces of nature don't have a lot of bulk, and this is a prime example of that. Moving on to Tornadus, we've already seen it in its Therian form. It's a big birdie. Hang on, what would you say that is anyway? Like, what kind of Pokemon is Tornadus in its Therian form? It looks a bit bizarre, that's all. It's got a unicorn horn. Anyway, like I was saying, Tornadus. I would say that Tornadus gets the most out of changing to Therian form, but only because its incarnate form, it was like the weakest of the 3. Its ability Regenerator paired with the move U-Turn works so well to scout out your opponent's team and get a free switch in, complemented oh so well by its 121 base speed stat. Although, be careful when you're going up against a Stealth Rock team, as that will lessen the health you get back, unless you can remove entry hazards with another team member. Also, if you're wondering what the Pokeball that Tornadus is in right now, it's a Dream Ball, because the only way you could get the Therian forms to begin with was through the Dream Suite, or whatever it was called. I can't remember, back when Black and White first came out. The global link, and you could catch them using the Dream Balls, but yeah. Right, Landorus, its Therian form. Well, remember how I said that Landorus makes a fantastic mixed attacker? Forget that. Its Therian form gets 145 attack, which is absolutely brutal. Its other stats, however, are rather lacking. Again, U-Turn is there to give you the chance to scout your opponent's team and to get off more Intimidates, which is a pretty fantastic ability for a Pokemon that is quite not so bulky. And you always have the chance to use Swords Dance to boost your Earthquake if you really want to hit back hard after taking damage. So all in all, the Pokemon that we caught today and their 2 forms, the only one that I would say isn't amazing would be this one, Incarnate Form Tornadus. Take a look at it quickly. It pretty much looks the exact same as the rest, but yeah, there you go. Incarnate Form Tornadus. It's hiding behind its tail because it's so ashamed. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching this episode of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Now, I can't remember if this is the last one or not, but stay tuned because we are very nearly finished the legendary hunting. In fact, I'm pretty certain. Let me just check. Yes, this is episode 92. This is the final legendary hunting episode. So guys, with that all said and done as per usual, thank you for watching. Join me next time when we head back to the Pokemon League and finally take on the Elite Four. Thank you all for watching, and join me next time in the penultimate episode of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.